My never say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there. Osia dem yopo.
And no na yehwa so edibu Ghana. If you want to talk about Ghana, simply you start to book Ghana in the mainstream. You can say mainstreamer. Time a yetoto nyama ehhye nyoma se embra betumi ni we di. Ye nyina betumi akoto aba. Ye be yesimesi, ye de mra na bebu man no. It was from 1992. It technically from next year and there NPP ebu Ghana so 16 years. Kufo 8, Ekufuado 8. NDC ebu Ghana so 16 years. JJ Rawlings Atamils Mahama 8. Now the question here is, we are Santina Mibusa say na MPP ayamoa ehina medi watem. Adenti na woto aba sei na bibiamba ehina medi Otumfuo atem. Ehina makaseti Asantini. Ena mede etan Asantefuo. But Asanteman pesa ube pointed out their weakness to them. So at the end of the day, even though Asante nim no kreno, Asante, they have decided to stay in the ignorance. I have never hated any tribe in Ghana. I have never hated Asantefuo. Debi amikano waha. Adikudienti anipadodo ATM ni because meti Asante kasa ye. It's a fact. I wish Sankame Amekasa and Wanakasa and Kamete seriously would have helped me a lot. I wish Sankamete Hausa and Enkran. I would have controlled every mind that is positive to help Ghana. But God being wise, on himself baby amenyini no, or the case of the shaman noa, ebetumi aboa me ma me de asesa me nuanom na me ni omunyini wa santimem no, me de bie omadwinum omomohu no kre no. That is it. So God could have ended me and picked me from Obuasi to go and settle in Greater Accra. When I was young, I started my education from St. John's Grammar. Yes. I don't talk about these things. St. John's Grammar. I could have stayed in Accra. That's why I started my education. At a point I got sick. I went back to my dad in Obuasi to continue. Into when I had that complication, I had to end up staying with my parents. God knows how he did this. I could have ended up in Accra and I could have been Accra boy. I'm a I cannot express myself to the point where me nuanuma santini beti adiana say. Cause me kind of brofo na me to me it becomes difficult. So God in his own wisdom said, go back. Stay there. Maybe in the future, learning the language, ebeboa majority of the people I grew up with, Asantefuo ma. Asantefuo how can I turn around and hate them? My two best friends on this planet right now, Ambrose Nsako, Mark Cromwell. Mark Cromwell ya Asantini in and out. Fantika Krawum, but Asanteman pon free. Ambrose Nsako, ne mame Asantini in and out or this year. You get what I mean? The papa Fantini. Most of my friends are Asantefuo. Why should I sit here and say meta Asantefuo? How dare me? Then I'm not being grateful. But because although I'm a woman Asantefuo no, when I see somebody using politics to treat Asantefuo to say Sabio Omiyamwa, I have no option than to speak truth to Asantefuo. You see, so what to say? A year capinteni and I say Obombo force dien bo baby na ehone hia no. When you hear me speak hit hard e me nuanoma Asantefuo so then it means bibi hia me wo ho. It means I need some change. I need some message to sink. Send ye be ya me nuanoma Asantefuo no will understand. Sometimes moma yamfa ego ni nto nchen. Mentan obi a moma yamfa sebio ya hantan nto nchen. Sebio se oye nipa kese a obi antumi ngim firi wunsem na die ne ma oye nipa kese de bo ho ban de ma oye nipa titiru ahemfo bebre tumi ko bedwam nanso ahene bi ba o hwe nipa do adi nechi ene omomo bo ne ho ban na ene ne ma woka bibi kire se ohene we de minim no nanso bibi kire me se ohene kese. So sometimes we need to understand nobody can take your tradition from you. Nobody can take what belongs to you from you, but people can advise you how to protect it. There are two things I'm talking about here. Obian tuminje won ton influence him. Obian tuminje wa mamre ene wa manie influence him. nanso nipa bi wo ho kwan so obobetufo se ne be ya amamre ne amamre amane ene enton no ubetuma kutam yie ene ntino bi ka se Kennedy Japan betuma bu Ghana because owuska uwo sika enkyere se wonim nyansa obi wo ha obetu sika obi wo ha sika fon no okotoye obi wo ha ofa kwati kwan so ne sika. It does not mean say so biso nam Ghana no ni sika with Jimmy. So we need to vary these things before we go ahead and talk about issues. Minu anoma Asantefoɔ sometime mama yakoma mra form na monka se wo dia branch o mempa na asem na asem na wo kan ma mentie na menhwɛ na mentu wana mo hwɛ se ebeboa me a without due respect beti America without due respect mimmu obi enim tia anase abomfia sa wote Ghana but I have traveled and I mean say America na metena enye robot re di nipa so eye nipa te say ye ni de oma ye ne say omo mu di omo so no omo hold di omo accountable omo gina so aka ye say de wo ka asem be ye ne monye because eto no mu tua no sa to no e wo say enya edi development ana input you about my brabom. So when I sit here and I'm basically telling me Anoma Asantefoɔ say let us sometimes, as much as you hate me, I get it. I'm not Jesus. I don't care. But it is sometimes let's fold our arm, take a sip of water, and then ask, say, Abrantia Sama or King. In for swaben party nyabuteni tia ebenya woso. That's all. And no, I am not fighting anybody. I am not forcing anybody to vote for NDC. Obia nyankopon ama ya adwene, say ye de bedwene. Obia yo banyansafo. It's up to you to break it down. Make evidence tie mean to me ngua Asanteman. Me tie mean to me nya kese enche Otumfuo. Me tie mean to me force nya Asantini in and out. But me nyinu Asanteman mu. So I cannot force those things and I cannot take it from you. We are Santini, we are Santini. I also ujitum so are Santini. But now I'm coming my baby free, the maka be papa free. I am proud. So there is no way say obi ba just say free with him, but what is left is the air cost no. What the sign your money in our ton chen a dear na wuhu. What do you see? We can speak like this, but there's a reason why I show now we hit hard. It's part of the language. On Tiasie, Kevin tell away there Obano diatem without your respect. Me in person that I'm a very respectful person. Our politics wasn't like this. We didn't used to speak like this. Why I wouldn't with all due respect, you know how I started my show. Wouldn't how I presented my show. Majority of presenters, TV, political presenters in Ghana, nobody can present a political show. I'm not bragging, but at least I can count myself, say, I am part of the people who can come and stand on TV, wear suit, and pretend as if everything is nice. I can do it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm never going to do that because my ethics, and our situation right now, no, it expects me to push harder, to break it down further, to let you understand that say me a journalist, me a Ghanaian, and just say Ghanaian for bibimwa and say hame. Sometimes we create this notion out there. We're a journalist be ato aba, journalist be ato petro. Journalist Tibiako Hospital. So you are also Ghanaian, and sometimes you need to put some things together and let the people understand. Say you are feeling how they are feeling, and that we are journalists. It does not isolate you from the economic hardship. I'm speaking as the layman on the street. Sebio Oshamia Ote Eyedien Bantama Ebia Yabobo Parliament. We know to Menoka say Sikeshan where 2 cities. Our ba ufie, our yiri ufie. Or a taxi driver, ultimate top petrol, maybe or a carpenter, maybe or your queenie, the second aka the bank near 100 Ghana. That person wants an opinion. Or bet me, I waka say, dear na menye, there are many people in Ghana who are thinking the same way. So it is up to me for them to understand. Say, I feel what they feel, and I can explain things to them with the facts. That is why when I sit here, I never say anything without backing it. Because obi Jimmy D, obi fama asem, na se odi making a decision at the end of the day, dia mekan no and amani pa take a decision no, mekan no kre no. Was I truthful to the person? Because from what I am doing here, one day, say, enya no kweda meka obi befa hu obi fa hu a, I might not know. Say, mentra mi try no ena ma obi ewu, but I will face the consequences on earth. So when I sit here and I speak to Ghanaians, and now my team, when we are having meetings, it is not our intention to lie, to mislead. Our priority is to help you understand the ema uko eye die uko munende no. We can do a 5-hour show in the atem, but this situation we are in calls for that language, because at the end of the day, no, ya krokro nyama, ya krokro nipebi, ya suson sembiso, amana ensem. We need to get to that position where we will speak real facts to each other, get our minds together, and make the right decision. We need to get this right. And say obi we are say no Asanteman, you are making the biggest mistake of your life. I think the only problem many Asanteman want to say Asanteman no kure. I swear to God, Sanka Asante yi ni yem tie no kure decide say opempuntua Ashanti region would have been better than a year in Johannesburg.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.